Pleasant good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wilson Arena Blue Jay Hockey, our first broadcast of the season. Happy holidays, everyone. I'm Mark McKenzie for 107.1 FM, AM 1400 KTBJ, UTPinner.com, and we are YouTube streaming tonight. Thanks to our cameraman, Cody Barrett. I salute you, Cody. Thank you, man. And great to have you with folks for good company. It's Blue Jay girls tonight taking on Bismarck Century Patriots. By the way, we'll talk boys hockey in between periods 1 and 2 when Jake Stillwell, in his second year as the head coach for the boys, will join us between periods 1 and 2 and give us a preview of the boys team. The Blue Jay girls are 0-1. They played one game. It was a tie, season opener, Saturday, November 22nd against Aberdeen, 1-1 overtime tie. 39 shots on goal for the Blue Jays in that one, and the only goal was scored by Grace Morris. And for the Century team, by the way, Andy Fitzgerald back, the head coach for the Blue Jays. Tim Meyer, head coach for the Patriots in his 13th year. They're always good. They got a 1-1 record, and they lost to a Canadian team, Notre Dame, 3-0 to start the year, November 22nd. And then their most recent game, November 25th, was the win over Mandan, 5-3. Last year, the Blue Jay girls missed out on state. They went 5-18. Last time they made it to the state tournament, you got to go back to 2022. So kind of snapped a little bit of a drought. Century gets to state annually. Last year, the Patriots got to state and went 0-2 after the state tournament. But they have a lot of players back from last year's team. Likewise for the Blue Jays, very young Blue Jay hockey team. Our pregame show is courtesy, well, I guess we've got our opening face-off coming up. It's brought to you by RM Stout, so we'll get to that in a bit. And what we're going to do, we sat down and talked with both head coaches. We're going to hear from Andy Fitzgerald coming up here in just a minute. Tim Meyer also will hear from him, the head coach for the Patriots. We're locked into Blue Jay hockey tonight for Wilson Arena. The Blue Jay girls against Bismarck Century. I'm your voice of the Blue Jays, 107.1 FM.
Great choice for ACAR Centers. Great reasons. Dr. Burke, Dr. Freelock, and Dr. Jamie Rook. We're the most educated professional and proven trust you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. We can now see one of those spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Orange City, Carrington, Edgeley, Irwindale, and Lenore. And then their fantastic selection. And yes, Herbal Frames and Linda's Earthquake or Brand Warranty. Visit ProACARCenters.com and make an appointment today. National ACAR Centers, clearly the best.
So, just to start to stay together as a team and really support each other out there.
Andy Fitzgerald on the Blue Jay Hockey pregame show. 5 sophomores in that starting lineup. We'll get to that in a bit tonight. And the one that is not a sophomore starting for the Blue Jays tonight is a junior. So a young team, but most of these gals played a lot of hockey last year. Century Patriots coached again this year by Tim Meyer. We'll hear from Tim right after this.
Back on the Blue Jay Hockey pregame show, getting ready for the Century Patriots and the Blue Jays Mountain Girls hockey action. Let's find out more about the Patriots with their head coach Tim Meyer now in his 13th season. Coach, good to see you. Happy holidays.
Pleasure to be here.
13 years already. Holy cow, huh?
Yeah, dating myself here, but it's been about 24 total high school hockey, so yeah, it's been a good run.
Well, let's talk about the team this year. You played a couple of games so far. What do you think of this group?
Well, we're still trying to, establish our identity a little bit. Obviously, we bring in a lot of freshmen, and we bring back a lot of seniors, and so a lot of these kids have never played together with each other, so kind of just figuring that all out, but so far, so good. What we've seen in practice has been able to carry over to games, and so that's a good thing from a coaching perspective. So right now, it's a little bit just about trying to figure out what everybody's role on the team is and where everybody's going to slot in here as we move forward.
Coach, year in and year out, you have a good team. What is the secret to your success?
I would say it's all about the accountability of the kids. We put a lot of that on their shoulders. The only thing we're going to ask for them is that they control what they can control. Their work ethic, their attitude. And, right now we're not worried about systems. We're not worried about, how are we going to play. We're just worried about our effort that we bring to every game. And the results will take care of themselves. We'll worry about being good at the end of February.
Very true. Let's talk about goaltending. How's that looking this year?
Well, right now we have 3 goalies. We haven't had 3 in a year or 2 now. A little bit of a rotation going on between Ellie and Carly at the moment, and give them both the opportunity to earn the net and see what they can do in a real game, because practice is practice until you're out there under real pressure. We don't know. So we're going to go with Carly tonight. Ellie had a great game last week on Tuesday against Mandan, so looking good so far.
Let's talk about teams around the state this year. Of course, right there in Bismarck, Legacy, they won it all last year. What do you think about the competition around North Dakota this year?
I think it's going to be a lot like the last couple of years, where you can really just kind of show up and flip a coin. It's really going to be based upon who shows up and who doesn't that one given day. And right now, there's a lot of dangerous hockey players in the state, and so I think it's going to be another fun year, a lot of close games, and probably going to come down to the wire just like it has the last few years.
What do you think about Jamestown's team?
Well, the funny thing is the last 2 summers I've probably coached more Jamestown girls than I ever have in my life. I got a little bit more involved with the youth, but then running some summer stuff, and so we had a big group of maybe 12 to 14 Jamestown girls come in the last 2 summers to stay with us. So it's been a lot of fun to get to know them, and then kind of talk about it throughout the summer that, we only have to compete against each other, hopefully only 2 times a year, and not make it 3. So it's been fun to get to know the girls.
What's it take to win this game tonight?
For us, I think it's a little bit on the discipline side of things. We found ways to make our lives a little bit difficult by being in the penalty box a little bit too much, but it's that time of the year too, so we understand that's going to happen. But for us, it's about evolving the shot. It's about an attack future, and then hopefully staying out of the box.
Coach, keep up the good work, and good luck this year.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Jamestown Blue Jays Hockey is brought to you by Creative Energy and Dan Superstar, Dakota Central, Hugo's Family Marketplace, Otter Power Company, Professional Eye Care Centers, The Frontier Ford Grill, Unison Bank, Road Construction, SMP Health Ave Maria, Gunning Real Sports, Essential Health, Farmers Union Insurance, Steve Benyon Agent, Jamestown Country Club, the Chiropractic Arts Club, Originals, Apex Physical Therapy, Jamestown Parks and Recreation, Johnny B's Brickhouse, Buffalo City Diesel, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, RM Stout, and Pit Stop Express Loop. Jamestown Blue Jays Hockey.
Thanks, David. Welcome to Wilson Arena, Blue Jay girls and Century. tonight here on 107.1 FM and newstwitter.com and YouTube streaming with Cody Barrett on the camera. Starting lineups brought to you by Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire. Addie Baccalar on the net. She's only a sophomore. She played in the 1-1 overtime tie with Aberdeen a couple of weeks ago. 24 shots, 23 saves, so sparkling save percentage at 95.8%. Starting on D is Layla Becker, only a sophomore, 5'2". At defense, Lainey Baccalar, Addie's sister. Lainey is a junior at 5'6". Left wing is Addie Gerhardt, only a sophomore at 5'3". Right wing is Talia Sortman. She is a sophomore at 5'5". And centering the first line tonight, Stella Belzer, a sophomore. For the Century Patriots in the net is Carly Graybar. She's a junior at 5'3". And she played 25 minutes in the first game of the season, so she's only faced 6 shots, faced 5 saves in that one. On the wings will be Morgan Rieger, a sophomore, and also Eliana Matson, a freshman. Defenseman Juliet Orr, a freshman, and Aubrey Hay, a sophomore. And centering the first line, Macy Big, a sophomore. Big, familiar name when it comes to this hockey coach. Her brother, a good hockey player right now, playing for the Bemidji Beavers. Those are the starting lineups brought to you by Pit Stop Express Lube and Tire. We're underway for the face-off won by the Patriots. And they drop it into the puck in the corner, left side, right side of Baccalar. Jay's going to clear, and it comes all the way down. Icing is waved off, and the Jays will try to establish a forecheck with the puck behind the goaltender Graybar. And stick handling right now is Aubrey Hay, a sophomore defenseman, looking to start the breakout, but being pestered in her own end by Layla Becker. Becker's only a sophomore. Two pretty young hockey teams going at it here this evening at Wilson Arena. Puck comes to center, knocked in the Blue Jay end, but now it ricochets back out to center, spun back in by the Patriots. They'll switch up some bodies on the dump in, and the Jays will set up the breakout and hope to catch the Patriots on a lancing. Jays flip it out to center, and it's carried right back in by McNally. Shoots one out of the left faceoff circle, fought off by the goaltender. Baccalar, and now she smothers it, and we'll have a faceoff coming up to her right side. Well, it's a delight to have you work for us. We appreciate your company and really enjoy you tuning in for Jimmy and Blue Jay Sports year in and year out. Speaking of the Jimmies, David Burrow will have Jimmy basketball coming up for you on Thursday when the Jimmies travel to the Magic City to take on the Minot State Beavers. Blue Jay Hoops on Friday, season openers at Central. Grand Forks, David will have those for you as well. Draw is won by the Patriots. They cycle it back to the point, play down low, intercepted by the Blue Jay D, and Jamestown looks for a clear. Central with one shot on net so far. Jays yet to get a shot on net. Jays dump it all the way down, and it's icing on the Blue Jays. We'll have a face-off coming up next to sophomore Addie Baccalar. Yeah, a lot of familiar names you'll hear me spitting out here tonight for Blue Jay girls hockey, but crazy thing about it is 8th graders and freshmen last year mainly. So I alluded to when we get our starting lineups brought to you by Pit Stop Express Lube. Baccalar is only a sophomore, played last year starting goalie as a freshman. Look at other players that are getting on the ice here for Jamestown. You see a few 8th graders, some freshmen, some more sophomores. There are a couple of seniors on the team, and Taylor Miller, and also Brooke Dietrich. And lots of underclassmen. Shot off the cross, but right in on Baccalar. She has a clear view of the puck and covers. Shot from the point was triggered in by Johanna Stromstedt. Blue Jays goal this year scored by Grace Alamaris, and Gabby Coben had the assist. Alamaris sophomore, Coben freshman. That goal against Aberdeen back on November 22nd. Here at Wilson Arena, the 1-1 overtime tie is how that game ended up. Face-off won by the Patriots. Most of the first period so far, which is just underway. The opening face-off was courtesy of R.N. Stout in Jamestown before Dodge Ram, Deep, and Chrysler Dealer. And most of the action has been around Baccalar. He's getting as far as center ice, and it's rifled right back in. Ruby will track it down on the corner board, stick side of Baccalar, centers one. That is knocked away by the Blue Jay D. Out front was Lundy. Jays look to get a clear, can't get the puck out. It's in the high slot area, ricochets to the half wall, and now punched to the back wall by the Patriots, who race off on the line. Blue Jays been back checking the entire period, which is down to 14:35 to go. Skating it out to center ice is Maddie Wilson. She's only an 8th grader. Dumped in by the Blue Jays from center, and they'll dump and chase. Puck in the corner, glove side of Graybar. She had a couple of wins over the Blue Jays last year in net, but Graybar is only a junior. As the Patriots come across the line, they're outside. And the face-off coming up after the Blue Jay blue line. Now, Graybar defeated Jamestown twice last year, including I remember correctly, I think he shut us out here at Wilson Arena as only a sophomore. As Coach Tim Meyer talked about on the pregame show, early on in the season, so rotating goalies for now. Baybar gets the start here tonight. Jays drag it back in their own end on the back wall, trying to step a breakdown, intercepted by Big. Big on a give and go, cuts to the net with a feed behind the net to Matson, back to Big, but it's knocked down by the Blue Jays. He and Victor Chase to the back wall. Cycled out front again by the Patriots, nobody home. The Jays dump it to center, spun right back in by Hayes. Jays have had a tough time getting it on the Century side of the red line. Puck trickles out of the corner on net and covered by McElroy. Look at last year's stats for the Blue Jays. Leading the stats sheet for Jamestown last year was Ellie Kruger. Ellie led the team in goals with 14. Henry McElroy had 10. Grace Alamaras 10. Stella Bells with 4. Izzy Mannock 3. Top assist makers last year. Ellie Kruger with 11. Stella Bells with 9. Grace Alamaras with 8. Henry McElroy with 6. And Anna Lundy with 4. Puck off the draw on the Blue Jay end. Overall points, Ellie Kruger led the way. Of course, gone through the graduation. 25 points. Grace Alamaras at 18. She's looked to be one of the top guns here for the Jays this year. And Grace, Andy McElroy had 16 points last year. Stella Bells with 13, and Anna Lundy 6. Comes to center, dumped back in by the Patriots. When Jamestown does not have a shot on goal, they've had very little zone time. Cycled down low and getting a piece of that McElroy on ricochets to the back wall. Heck of a save. She didn't see it, but it went off her pad. Larson has it on the back wall. Hayes intercept and dump it all the way down to another icing. Off the ice, face-off coming up next to freshman sophomore goalie Patty McElroy. She was solid on November 22nd here at Wilson Arena against Aberdeen. Faced 24 shots, made 23 saves. And the ball will be on her stick side. Blue Jay girls after tonight will have the man down on Friday. A team that Century beat on November 25th, 5-3. Century will stay on the road. They go to Dayton for their next game coming up Friday night. When the puck trickles into the crease, covered by McElroy off the draw. McElroy will smother it. The face-off coming up next for Addie. In between periods 1 and 2, we'll talk Blue Jay boys hockey. Jake Stillwell moves into a second season. Both join us here in the press box. Face-off won by the Patriots, played in the high slot, knocked away by the Blue Jay team, and comes out the center. Spun right back in by Ruby, dump and chase for the Patriots. And again, the Blue Jays have been back-checking the entire first period, down to 12:40 on the first. No score out the pass. This turns into a 2-on-1 for the Blue Jays. Crossing the line, trying to back down the pass as Fisher fans on. Puck ends up on the back wall. Fisher throws it out front. Swept away by the goaltender, Baybar, to the corner boards. Then they spring one out front, ricochets to the point. Inside will cycle in deep to the back wall. Blue Jays' best forechecking so far of the game. 12:20 left in period 1. No score. Shot to center, dumped in now by Uglin and the Patriots. They switch up. Jays trying to catch the Patriots in the line change. Long strike pass to center. And it's dumped in by the Blue Jays from center ice. No shots on net for Jamestown as of yet here in period number 1. Jays try the center, knocked away by the Patriots. Intercepted by Matson. She turns, comes up ice. Headman pass carried in now by McNally. Swoops, shoots, scores! McNally with a goal. And the Patriots draw first blood. I got my pen here somewhere, but thank you. So the Patriots score first. Time of the goal comes at the 5:12 mark of period number 1. And I have it as Adria McNally with the goal. Wait for the official announcement. Oh, it's Vic with the goal. Macy Vic on the swoop in the score. So Macy Vic with the goal. That is her first of the season. And the goal comes at the 5:12 mark of period number 1. Takes off from the neutral zone. Patriots draw first blood. Shot in the Jamestown end, retreating for the Blue Jays Lundy. Shoots it out to center, and the scrum is on in the neutral zone to try to gain control. Puck caught in skates on the far side boards. Now the Patriots able to chop it into the Jamestown end. And Morris Battle sport with the Blue Jay bench area. Swept off first stick by McAnally. The Jays get it back and they'll play it back deep in their own end. Lundy trying to set up a breakout. Can't get it out. Good keep up the far side point by the Patriots. Now it's knocked out to neutral ice. And the Jays will dump it in and come off on the line change. 11:04 to go in the first period, 1-0. And the big goal, as I mentioned on the pregame show here. Big, of course, popular name when it comes to Bismarck hockey through the years. And he's got a brother who's very good, playing for Bemidji State, the Beavers. As a matter of fact, he had a goal last Friday night against UND. UND able to get that sweep last weekend. 3-on-1 for the Patriots. Sock cycled down low, and nobody got a stick on it. Patriots waste the 3-on-1 opportunity. Puck on the half wall. And it trickles off the center. Spun back in by Shively. He's jumping all the way down, and another ice on Jamestown. I still don't have the Blue Jays with a shot on net. 10:26 to go in the first. 1-0 on the big goal. Face off the icing. Will be glove side. Baccarat. Now Baccarat got a good chunk of that puck, but it trickled through the 5-hole and barely got in. Spun out the center. Jays bring it in. Skating in onside. Gerhardt drops it to the trailer. That pass does not click. And the Patriots take it away and rifle it out to center ice. Puck in the neutral zone. Jays work it back and forth and play into the Patriot end. 10 minutes to go in period 1-0 Patriots lead. Patriots bring it around. Now they've played out in front of their own goaltender, pressing their defender, and Stromstad there to play at the center. Puck comes to players, trickles in the Blue Jay end. Jays turn it up ice. Off the center ice, and now dumped in by Scalabelzer, and the Jays again will switch up personnel on the dump in. On the ice for Jamestown, racing into the zone. It's Deep trying to forecheck. Puck carried right out front for their own goaltender, cutting from the far side to the near side of the rink is Hay. Hay, a defenseman, plays it in the Blue Jay end. Jays intercept, shoot at the center. Orr is there. Orr brings it back in. Sidesteps a defender and plays the puck to the corner board, stick side of Baccarat. Blue Jays get to it first, swing it around, trying to get it clear. 9:15 to go in the first. A 1-0 Patriots lead on the first goal of the season for Macy Dick. Goes to the back wall, and that came to McAnally. Jays take it away on the intercept, looking to clear. Oh, there's a check from behind. No checking in girls hockey. The Jamestown player was just hit from behind, so it could be a check or cross-check. Jays are going to get the power play one way or another. See what the call is. Penalty on Bismarck Central. And they've had trouble, as their coach talked about on the pregame show. They've had some trouble going to the penalty box early in the season. Time of the penalty comes at the 8:02 mark. And the penalty is on Juliet Orr. I think they're going to go with a cross check. So Jamestown down to go, gets the 5-on-4 advantage, face off the penalty, will be brought down next to Graybar. On the draw for Jamestown is Izzy Mata. Face off won by center, they're ringing around. He's battling to keep it at the point. Unable to do so. Comes out to center ice. Jamestown in onside. Shot out of the left face-off circle by Laney Baccarat. Went off the stick. Goes high over the crossbar off the back wall. Jays work at a 5-on-4 power play. Cycled back to the point. Kept onside by Baccarat. Plays it to the corner board. Knocked away by the Patriots, and it comes back with a century bench area and tied up along the half wall. 8:18 to go in the first. Jays down 1-0, working the power play. It's Maddox. Stick handling at the point. Now she cuts to the net. Centers one. Shot on the backside is on net, and a save is made by Graybar off the stick of Lundy, who snuck in from the point from the far side. Rebound is shot all the way down. Power play time is down to 1 minute. Period is down to 7:55. Period 1-0. Patriots, Jays working a 5-on-4 power play. He's having trouble in the neutral zone. Able to wiggle herself around some track for Fisher across the line. Has it swiped off her stick from behind, but it still stays in the zone. Good work by Morris to get control of the puck. Back to the point to Maddox. Maddox stick handling, now high slot area. Walking in for the Jays is Becker. Can't get off his shot. knocked down out front, and now shot all the way down by the Patriots. 24 on the power play. Stays one last rush, possibly, before the power play expires. Up the left wing boards with speed is Fisher. Plays the puck to the corner boards, and the race is on. Jamestown gets to it first. Chase trying to set it up with 7 seconds left on the power play. Tied up in the corner by Stromstead essentially, and she's milking off valuable Blue Jay penalty power play time. Out of the box comes Orr back to 5-on-5. Puck pushed out front, taken away, and putting up ice, here comes Vick. From the head of steam, she blows past her first defender, but now cut off nicely as she got out front. Great job for the Blue Jays to get back on D and break that up. That was, I believe, Fitzgerald. And Maddie is only an 8th grader. They shoot it to center. Looks like Vick was going to have a possible breakaway in from the blue line. Now a trip at center ice that the Blue Jays get away with. Patriots winning the ball. There should have been one. Jays dump it in. 6:16 to go in the first. A 1-0 Patriots lead. Quickly played to center by Century. And across the line, here comes McAnally. Centers one out front. Gets the puck back. In the corner boards. Spins one behind the net. Looking for a teammate. Matson. Puck ends up on the far side corner. From the near side, now cycled over to Vick. Vick has the goal, and Century is up 1-0 with 5:50 to go in period 1. Forechecking right now are the Patriots. Puck still tied up in the corner boards on the glove side of Bacalar. Spun out front, knocked away by the Blue Jay D, and comes to the high slot. Centered down low, puck caught in skates, and deflects to the side wall, but stays in the Blue Jay end. And behind the net, Sirica trying to work a give and go. That didn't click. And the puck comes back near the point area. Century is tired from forechecking. They're going to switch up as they play the puck to the corner. Now back up the point. Shively's shot. That ends up deflecting wide on the stick side of Bacalar. Hayes got tired skaters too. They can't get it clear. Puck has been around Bacalar for about 90 seconds. Still loose in the corner. Stick side of Bacalar. Patriots trying to cycle one out front. Knocked away by the Blue Jay D. Ends up in the corner. Deflects corner boards. Still in the Jamestown end. Close to 2 minutes now. 4:50 to go in the first period. 1-0 in favor of the Patriots. Handled at the point by Shively. Her shot whistles wide. Puck glances off the back door. Deflects to the point. Left onside by the Patriots. Blue Jays 5 skaters out there right now are dog tired. They've been out there for an eternity. Now finally easy man out there. Comes to center. And she dumps it in. Comes on net. Gloved and saved by Graybar. And she plays the puck over to her defense, who shoots at the center. But on that shot in from center ice, the Jays able to get some fresh bodies on the ice. Turnover, Alvarez has it. She's in onside. Centers one that comes through near side. Now put right out front by the Blue Jays, centered by Belzer. That came all the way through the far side boards. And spun out to center ice now by Dirk. The Jays dump it right back in. 4 minutes left in the first. A 1-0 lead for the Patriots. Jays trying to buzz a little bit here late in period 1. Shots are lopsided right now in favor of Central. Patriots skate to center, dump it in. First player there is Lady Bacalar. Again, her sister Addie's the goaltender. Lady weaving through traffic, crosses the red line, gains the zone. Saucer pass across. Heck of a pass, but Fisher couldn't handle it. Deflects off her stick to the corner board, left side of Graybar. Fisher fighting for it. Bacalar in the mix as well. That's taken away by the Patriots. And here now, weaving through traffic down the ice comes Hay. Hay across the line, centers one, and that's broken up by the Blue Jays' Layla Becker. Puck deflects back to the point, kept onside by Central. Cycled down low to the back wall. 3:10 to go in the first. 1-0 lead for the Patriots on a big goal. Centered out front, shot over the crossbar. Down low was Big looking for her second of the game. She was all by herself, and she put it high over the crossbar off the back wall. Stays onside, another shot to the point, and on Bacalar, she covers this one. Hey with the shot, but it did pinball around down low and redirected. An alert, staying with it. Addie Bacalar covers. 2:55 to go in the first, a 1-0 lead for the Patriots. Good to have you aboard as we get rolling with another Blue Jay hockey season. Girls tonight, we got boys teams coming up, and Jake Stillwell will join us between periods. We'll preview the boys team, which has played a couple of games already. with a 1-1 record. Actually, I think the Jays are 2-1. I may be wrong. No, I think it is 1-1. I correct myself again. Back over the boards, on a play, with a scrum in the corner. We'll face it off next to back. We'll see a win over Williston, and then the Jays defeated here Saturday night by Devil's Lake, 5-4. Wild game. McNally on the face-off against the Blue Jays. Becker, face-off won by the Jays. They're their own goalie, Abby Baccalar, puck lifted in the air, but it does not come out of the zone. Swept outside by McNally. Plays it back in behind the Blue Jay net on the back wall. Stick handling is Stella Belzer. Jays trying to get it clear with 2.5 to go in the first. 1-0. Patriots. Jays nothing, taking icing. Icing on Jamestown. Face-off to be brought down to Wink next to Baccalar. Check other games tonight as well. We really get rolling in the winter sports season this week. High school, hockey, high school. Basketball gets going. Basketball, of course, three-class system, B, A, AA, all getting rolling this week. Face-off next to Baccalar, won by the Patriots. Behind the net is Bond. Bond skates to the corner, glove side of Baccalar. Behind the net now. Bond, helped by their teammate Burke. They tied up along the back wall, working the puck back and forth. It's Bond again. Bond decides to bring it back to the point that LeDuc can't keep it in. Taken away up ice, here comes Omars. Trying to pinch between a couple of Patriots, can't do it. Nice crowd riding around the puck, including Jubilant. And the Patriots take it away and can't get it clear. Good job by the Blue Jays Fitzgerald to help on the forecheck. Now the Patriots ice it this time. They've iced it recently. 1:47 to go in the first. 1-0 Patriots face off the icing. Will be next to Graybar. A couple of saves. Nothing fantastic yet. He hasn't been really tested on a point-blank situation for the Jays. Face-off won by the Patriots. Head of Steve. Here's Matson. Up the right wing boards. Adams taken away from her at center ice. Good work. Swiping it off her stick. Baccalar. Jays jump it in. 90 seconds to go in the first. On the gun and reel scoreboard show, it's 1-0 in favor of the Patriots. Patriots come up ice, 2-on-2. Pass down low, and that's intercepted by the goaltender. On the centering attempt, she got a goalie stick in the way and able to drag it back into her catcher's mitt and hang on. Face off to be on her right side. Yeah, lots of good sponsors. Again, we do from Blue Jay Hockey. Appreciate it. Over the gun and reel sports scoreboard. That is the Patriots up 1-0. 1:20 to go in the first. Quick shot off the draw, right on net. Stick aside by Baccalar. Clock ticks down to 75 seconds left in period one. Another shot, sharp angle on the money by Swenson. Went off the shoulder glove side of Baccalar. She fights that one off in the rebound. Deflects to the corner. And we're down to 1 minute. 1 minute left in period one. A 1-0 lead for the Patriots on the gun and reel scoreboard. Jays jump up the center ice. We got an odd man rush going. Alama's across the line, but offside to her right. Into zone too soon. Trying to catch the number on the far side, coming up the wing for the Blue Jays. And that was Beecham. That was a 2-on-1, odd man rush. By the boards. Face off will be up the Century blue line with 51.9 seconds left in the first. Draw taken by Hagan. Face off runner by the Patriots. Matson turns it up ice. She blows past Blue Jays, comes across the line. Centers one across. Does not quite click with Big, who was swooping in up the left side. Big stick to the corner board. Dished out front. Taken away by the Blue Jays. 34 seconds left in the period. Jays dump it all the way down. And icing on the Blue Jays with 29 seconds left. Face-off to be next to Abby Baccalar. Make sure your Steelers between periods. Jake Stillwell will be here to talk about the Blue Jay boys. Hey, I found it. I knew I had a pen here somewhere. Amongst all my stat sheets. Face-off on the glove side of Baccalar. 1-0. Gun and reel scoreboard in favor of the Patriots. See if the Jays can get out of here. Shot from the point. That hits bodies out front. Knocked away by the Jays. They jump it all the way down. If you're going to go wide of the net, if it does, it'll be icing. It does go wide of the net. Icing on Jamestown, 15.4 seconds remaining in period one. And whether you're listening on 107.1 FM, AM 1400 KPDJ, or locked into our stream tonight, YouTube stream, cameraman Cody Barrett, who's got Cody backing in this year running the camera. Happy to say. Good work, Cody. Thanks for your help. Appreciate it, buddy. Face off of you on the left side. Back to our 15.4 seconds after period one. Another ball won by the Patriots at the point. Ortiz got up. Fitzpatrick out front. Does not come in on back to our Jays are there to play it out to center ice. That should do it. We're down to 5 seconds. Patriots stepping back in, but they're going to run out of time. Puck on the back wall as the buzzer sounds to end period one. After one period of play on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard, it's the Century Patriots 1, the Blue Jay Girls nothing. And hockey action tonight from Wilson Arena. We'll take a break, come back to our in-between period report. Visit with Jake Steelwell about the Blue Jay boys hockey team. We'll be right back.
Where do you find the friendliest staff, the largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But if you can't wait to go to the store, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at Hugo's.com. Once you're done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace. Online shopping at Hugo's.com.
You're gonna find more low prices, more great stuff when you go to Hugo's.
Arena Blue Jay girls hockey action after one period of play. Is now Century on top of Jamestown by the score of 1-0. Quick recap, Macy Big scores her first of the season, 5-12 mark, cutting up the left wing boards and swooped on the goaltender Baccarat and just got one to go through quickly through the 5-hole, got across the goal line. Eliana Matson with the assist. That's already her third assist of the season. That's where we stand, 1-0. How about goalie saves? Addie Baccarat had 8, faced 9 shots. Tyler Graybar faced 4 shots and made 4 saves. Mark McKenzie and Willis Arena starting our first hockey broadcast of the season. Blue Jay boys and girls hockey coverage reports right here on Voice of the Blue Jays, 107.1 FM and newsreporter.com. And streaming it tonight as well. You can watch the video on YouTube. Our stream cameraman is Cody Farrah. So, again, folks, good to have you along tonight for the coverage. We welcome in Jake Stillwell, the head coach for the Blue Jay boys hockey team. Their season is underway. We're going to talk with Jake about what has happened so far and what the expectations are and what's it looking like for teams around the state. First of all, welcome to the press box. Welcome to the broadcast. How you doing?
Thank you.
Happy holidays. It's going to be a little different Christmas around the household this year.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we got a little rugrat. He doesn't run around yet. He's only 4 months old, but he's something else. Make sure you can.
It's going to make Christmas that much fun.
Oh yeah, my parents are kicking stuff for him.
Well, how was Thanksgiving?
It was awesome. My brother-in-law came from Columbus. We got to see their family. The MLS coach, Phil. We got to see his kids. You know, all of my in-laws' grandkids got to be together, and my parents were around too. So it was a great holiday. We got to host, and Andrew loved that too, right? So it was a lot of fun though. It was awesome to see their family.
I actually ran into your brother-in-law, Phil, at the Gutter Real Sports. We got to get them a sponsor. They sponsor our scoreboard.
Absolutely. We always run in there, grab a picture anywhere we ever need.
Yeah.
You find in bulk, then my wife will figure it out how to find one at a time.
And ice fishing season is here now.
Absolutely.
Well, Jake, you've played a couple of games so far. You had one wiped out a week ago tonight because of weather. So let's just talk about, first of all, the team before we look at what's happened so far this season. Last year, of course, came up with 1 win short of state. Botno got you in the state qualification game. Boston, good players like it goes for every year for every team. Unfortunately, some of those kids graduate. What do you think of the team you have this year?
I like our squad a lot. You know, I think Katie put it really well in our preseason preview. It's a really good combination of comfortable pieces that we have. You know, there's still a lot of opportunity in our lineup for new faces as well. You know, our top 6 have a lot of varsity experience, and then you know, a couple of our defensemen, our third line. We have some opportunity for some new faces to come in there and compete for a job in the late game. So it's really fun to be around that competition level and our leadership.
How about some new additions to the team this year?
Yeah, we have an Anderson, you know, that recycled back from my dad's days. Brady, you know, he jumped into our lineup and done really well for us. We have a couple kids from Valley, you know, Cole Boise kid, I'm liking his game more and more every day, you know. Colt Blackmore's a senior, and he's kind of getting an opportunity up with the big boys now. And, you know, on the back end, we graduated a lot of seniors last year. So we get to see a Dumpy kid, you know, Burkett gets to take another step after a really good finish in the year last year. And then we kind of have our backstop there in Lake Hampton. It's a great goalie to have when we he didn't talk so awesome. It's really fun to be around right now. I'm loving it.
Jeremy Sutton, when you're talking about Anderson, were you playing in the game where he picked the puck up and threw it all the way to the other end of the room? And I think it was the EDC tournament. And of course, I've never seen that before where he picked it up and threw it like a baseball. They did give him a penalty, of course, out of that. But do you remember that?
I have a ton of memory. I remember there was one state tournament at the old Ralph. I think it was the 99 year. I was 5 years old. I just remember I didn't even know we had New Jersey because I'd only ever been to home games. So I was like, well, we're in Blues. So that's kind of my only memory of on ice stuff when my dad was coach. I remember the room was still my favorite place to be. I'm so happy to be there.
Cool. And of course, I'm old. I'm much older than you are. I'm ancient in your eyes because this is my doing the math, it's my 37th year of calling Blue Jay hockey this year, so unbelievable how fast time goes. But I remember that with Jeremy, he was telling me about his son possibly cracking the varsity team this year, and I said, well, does he have the same skill as you do as you pick that puck up and throw it the length of the ice?
He's doing a really good job of keeping two hands on his stick.
So you played a couple of games, you won one, you lost one. What do you think about those outcomes? Of course, let's start with the Williston win, because to go up there and win, I don't care what year it is, going to that rink and win, that's always a good win.
That's a long bus trip, right? And that was kind of a little bit of the motivation going in. I've been a part of this program as either the head coach, an assistant, or a volunteer assistant, and I haven't taken any points out of it. And the kids understood that. The kids know every point is important in the rest of the year. We found that out last year, right? And I think that really goes back to our leadership and, you know, Johnny Belzer and some of these older kids really, taking the baton from that team we did last year and making sure we had a positive outcome. We had a lot of things to clean up. You know, that game looked like two teams that were playing in their first game, but as a coach, day zero is never back. If you can give up 0 goals in a game, that makes me happy, right? But you got to make sure we're continuing to get better every day.
And then as we talked about the game a week ago tonight was Stormed out with big bucks to be made up somewhere down the road. And Saturday night you got the home ice here for the first time this year and had a wild one with Devil's Lake. What do you think about that one 5-4? I think the Firebirds got.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they were going to come in and play well. You know, that's an older group. You know, there's a lot of 18-year-old kids on that Devil's Lake team. And those East teams, they always know how to carry pace, you know. And I'm glad that we got to see that pace, and we continued throughout the game to start to play at that pace. And, you know, we were down 5-2 with 10 minutes left in the game at one point. One of my favorite things about this team that seems to carry over from last year's game. You know, 5-2 game with 10 minutes left, like I told the guys, it could have been really easy to take 4 penalties and lose. So we decided to keep our nose to the grindstone, not get negative on the bench, and found, we had crossbar to tie the game in 30 seconds. Gas station, they went off the bar. You know, for tying the game, we turned it into overtime or giving us more of a positive outcome. But it's a growth thing, right? You can't make space in November in a non-conference game, but I think we took a lot of steps forward as that game went on and into practice.
What do you think about the West Region this year? Of course, something that jumped out at me when I was looking at the schedule is Minot United. I'm like, Minot United, this doesn't roll off the tongue. But what's going on there? North, of course, the new high school, they're combining for hockey.
Yep. I think they're testing the waters on getting those two schools split up, but as of right now, it's still mine. And I watched the game tonight. They're still using the old Minot high jerseys. I think they just had a United sticker on their helmet. But I mean, that's what we're playing against, right? Like, Minot High last year, North Cape, and Minot High this year. It's no different than any other year. Let's just kind of go up there and compete against them on their team.
Yeah, because now you hit the road for, 3 or 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, we get rid of all of our far away games. We go to Minot Thursday, we go to Grafton Tuesday, and then we do a tickets and days and swing Friday, Saturday next week. We are done traveling outside of 100 miles.
All before Christmas. Get it out of the way.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, same old. When it comes to teams to beat, you got to start up in Grand Forks, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Central team's carried over a lot of good players, and I'd love to see them, at some point. I mean, we're playing at the right time of year in the right setting, and that's the goal of ours to get there. And once you get to the dance, you never know what's going to happen. Like I said, we've got a great group of older leadership and a nice little pepper in of young talent as well, and get it to state tournament and see what happens, right? So we got to win that Saturday game. That's what we do first.
Looking forward to it, and we wish you well up in the Magic City. You said Thursday night, right?
Yep.
Get her done, buddy. Jake Stillwell on our in-between period report, the head coach for the Blue Jay boys, moving into his second season. And the Blue Jay girls come back on the ice. We're ready for period number 2 in a 1-1 hockey game. The only goal in the first period, Casey Vick, her first of the season. Aliana Matson, third assist of the season, 5-12 mark. Jays did have a power play in that first period, but came up empty on that. The only penalty of the game so far. Leonard Neal scoreboard. Zip Patriots. Ready for the opening faceoff in period 2. Opening faceoffs. Again this season brought to you by R.M. Stout, and we also bring you the intermission report. Thank you, R.M. Stout. Ford, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and Chrysler dealer in Jamestown since 1941. for the best value. In stock. Blue Jays in the home white uniforms here tonight. Patriots decked out of course, red, white, and blue. Mainly the dark blue here tonight. Check some of the games here real quick. Then the shots in that first period, 9-4 Century with Lucy Big getting one of those shots past on the back of our. And as we check the scoreboard, a very busy night tonight for high school hockey. Red River leads West Fargo 2-0 in hockey action tonight. Let's see what else we got this scores pop up. Mandan and Stanley, no score in that one. Davies leads West Fargo Cheyenne 1-0. Central leads Devils Lake 1-0 right now. Face-off at center ice to start the period 5-on-5, and again a second period face-off to start period 2, brought to you by R.M. Stout. The best value face-off in the neutral zone. James dump it in. No golden opportunities for Jamestown in that first period. They did muster 4 shots on Baybar. Patriots come up ice across the line. And onside is Matson. Good shot. Got it wide on the stick side. Puck rattles off the back wall. Comes right out front. And it comes on Bacalar. She's looking over her shoulder. If it's in the net, it is not. Now she's lying on the ice. Half of her body in the net. And the puck is not in the net. That's the good news. It's underneath her body, underneath her legs. So we will have a face-off next to Bacalar. She wasn't sure. That was a shaky save. She was looking over her shoulder. Puck was spun wide, hit the back wall, goes right out front. The safety player was there to get a good stick on it. Maddie makes the save. Puck at the point, knocked away by the Blue Jays. Good defensive movement up ice comes to Alvarez. Alvarez trying to swoop, can't do it, cut off, and the puck's wiped away. Good job by Center to get back on D and break that up. Alvarez, at one point, looks like he's coming on a breakaway. Twisted on net as the Patriots come across the line and was swapped down by Bacalar. It's coming up to it. Right wing boards for the Patriots was Hayes. Hayes, sophomore defenseman. Face-off will be on the glove side of the Jamestown netminder, Addie Bacalar. One of the broadcast schedules, David Brewer will bring you Jimmy Hoops on Thursday for the Magic City against the Minot State Beavers. Northern Sun action doubleheader. Coverage starting at 5. And Blue Jay basketball Friday. Jays open up at Central. David will have the call for you as well for boys and girls basketball for the Blue Jays starting Friday night. Shot to center, spun right back to the Blue Jay end. Retreating is Lundy. Anna, sophomore, trying to come up the left wing boards. Lundy gets it back, but loses control of the puck. Does come to center, but carried back in. Shot on the left face-off circle, hits bodies. Pucks to the back wall, all the way back to the point far side. But in the zone by the Patriots early in the second on the Gunner Neal Sports scoreboard. 1-0 Patriots. On goal coming about 5 minutes into the game by Big. Macy Big's first of the season. Dumped in from center by the Patriots, so switch up on the dump in. They have the puck in the Blue Jay end offensively. And so exhausted from working the puck up. Puck in the corner, they're able to switch up to 5 bodies. Well, forechecking. Now comes to center ice, carried in by Colvin. Colvin with a shot on the right face-off circle. That gets her on Graybar, who covers it. Gabby Colvin is only a freshman, and she has an assist this year. And the goal that was scored against Aberdeen by Grace Alvarez. Face-off left side of Graybar. Harley is a junior. And played a little bit this year. Coach Jim Meyer talked about on the pregame. The rotating goalies. Harley played a bunch last year. Coming into tonight, she has played for 25 minutes. About a period and a half. Played 6 shots, made 5 saves. But she's looking to stay in between the pipes all the way here tonight. 1-0 Patriots on the Gunner Neal scoreboard, and they play the puck in. off skates. Does not come in on that. The line ends up at the point far side. Jamestown getting through, can't do it. Kept on side, skating the boards, getting to the corner is big. Lost the balance, falls down on her knees, able to poke it back to the point, knocked it over by the Jays, rifles on the ice, no icing as it comes on net. Playbar makes the save and sweeps the puck to the corner board. Jamestown will switch up. Turnover, taken away right out front, scooping in, shot, Playbar save. Her best of the game on Grace Alvarez, who created a turnover in the high slot area and walked in on Playbar. Trapped it against her chest and she hangs on, face off, either his left side. That was the Jays' best scoring chance of the game. 13:47 to go in the second. One zip century on the Gunner Rule scoreboard. Face off won by the Patriots. McNally has it. Comes it around the boards. Now to Swinson. Swinson will zip it back to McNally. Trying to step and break out. Century pushing the puck behind their own goalie. Right out front, basically, but Swinson there to poke at the center. Trippers all the way down. Lundy's got it for the Jays. Picks up ice. Fires it up the left wing boards. And it's played in by the Blue Jays. Puck shot in by Jamestown. And the puck on the back wall behind Playbar. Patriots get to it first. Slide it out to center ice. Now here's McNally. Fires in wide. Crosses the blue line. Coming up the right side. Puck ends up in the corner board. Played back to the point. Kept onside by Swinson. Swinson now will cut to the net. It's down low. Tied up. Can't pull the trigger. Gets the puck back in front of her skates. Throws it back to the high slot area. Now moving through traffic. Larson comes down low. Shot on Bacalar, who kicks it out. Larson walked it into the high slot area. Back to the point. Now hey, the Larson another shot. That hits skates. It looks like to the corner. Did not come in on Bacalar. Right now buzzing are the Patriots. There's 12:33 to go in the second period. The 1-0 Patriots lead on the Gunner Rule scoreboard. Puck in the corner. Coming to Blue Jays. Coming to Patriots. Tablet board. Puck still loose. Now in the vicinity of the crease. Right there is the goaltender Bacalar to poke it to the back wall. Right back to the point. Another long shift for the Blue Jays here. Back checking. On a hay at the point. He rings it around. In behind the net. Finds his teammate in Ruby. Ruby trying to cycle it back to the point. 12:07 to go in period 2. A 1-0 Patriots lead in Jamestown. Right now back checking for an eternity. Up in the corner. Tied up near the Century. The coach is motioning for some of his players to come off on the line change as they're fully checking because big players are tired. Well, Jays get it out to center ice. Spun back in by the Patriots completely. They shovel it out to center. Jamestown exhausted. Smacked into the Century end by Alvarez. Jamestown will race off on the line change. Patriots in their own end, setting up a breakout. Will be 11:20 to go in the second. 1-0 Patriots lead on a goal by Macy Big as he checked the Gunner Rule scoreboard. Some speed now for Big. Shoots as he comes across the line. Fires out of the left face-off circle and fought off. And now frozen by Bacalar. Big looking for a second of the game. Macy, a big player. She's 6'1". The Patriots wish they had her on the basketball team. When he puts skates on these players, she really stands out 6'1". She looks like she's 7 feet tall out there. And good skill. She skates up and down the ice. Shot from the point, right on the money. Bacalar save and it covers up. Pressure continues for the Patriots. Face on front side of the Bacalar. She's been peppered here in period 2, but continues to fight off. Shot after shot and keeps us a 1-0 game. Off the draw, Patriots win the face-off. Big in the corner. And trying the center, knocked away by the Blue Jay. But not out. Kept it at the point by Hayes. Shoots from the high slot. That hit a skate and went wide. Biggest push on the doorstep looking for the puck. Puck on the back wall. Patriots find the center looking for Big. And they skate it back out top of the right face-off circle. After at the point and away from Hansen. And offside on the Patriots. Hansen was battling to keep it in the zone, but not successful. Puck did come across the line. He's being pestered by Decker. So offside will have the face-off next to the Blue Jays blue line. But I'm going to call him intentional offside. And bring it all the way down. We'll face it off next to Playbar. It's called intentional offside, but it's obviously accidental, but it's off the puck by Lundy. Lundy banks it off the half wall, comes out the center. And corralled by Stromstad, who puts it right back in the Blue Jay end, went off the body up over the boards into the central bench here. 9:56 to go in the second, 1-0 Patriots on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Face off at the Blue Jay blue line. On the draw, it's Brook for the Patriots. On the face-off for the Blue Jays is Hennigan. Waits with the toss, loose to the neutral zone. Near the penalty box area, puck continues to pinball around. Whack away out of his Hagen. Also in the mix for the Blue Jays is Wilson. And Century dumps it in the Blue Jay end. And Wilson only an eighth grader. State varsity time here tonight. Puck comes to the high slot and comes across the line. Patriots dump attack in. Got a touch up, maybe. Will tag up anytime the Blue Jays get to the puck first. Bring it around the board, trying to hit it clear. Far side point, and it tickles through skates and comes out to center line. Retreating his Hay back to our blue line. The rifles went up the referee board. Goodwin. Goodwin gains the zone. Skates to the corner. Centers one. And the puck ends up on the back of the net. Whistle dead and a face-off coming up against the back of our broadcast schedule. Jimmy Hoops. David Poole on the call from the Magic City against the Minot State Beavers. Doubleheader. Coming up for you on Thursday night. Starting at 5 p.m. with the coverage. Friday Blue Jay basketball. Danforth Central doubleheader. Coverage starting at 5:30 with David. Right here on 107.1 FM and AM 1400. North Houston Center, that's done. Hayes off the guard, shoot at the center ice. Patriots with the game control. Comes back in now by Vic. Vic behind the back of the line. And do a wraparound, shoots, scores! Vic stick handling behind the net and came out front. And scores on the wraparound, his second of the game. Macy Vic has 2 on the season, brought the 8 tonight. Probably unassisted. He's doing a lot of the work there. Maybe a pass in the neutral zone. That will give somebody an assist for the Patriots. 5 in a row comes up to 8. 16 mark in period 2. Vic is only a sophomore, but he is outstanding. Rooted in size, 6'1", skates like the wind, stick handles beautifully. With a nifty goal there on a wraparound. Puck in the neutral zone. Off the draw, Jays win the face-off and coming in. Jays now down 2-0. Trying to muster some offense. Knocked away, and here she comes again. Here's Vic off the line. Big stick handle. Pinches between a couple of the Blue Jays. Now has her poke check off her stick nicely. Defensively, good work by the Blue Jays. Becker. Takes come back the other way, 2-on-2. Up in the corner, spun out front, loose to the high slot. Pitching now is Alvarez. Alvarez with the face-off stick. Back to Alvarez. Shot. Way far, maybe got a piece of that. Puck on the back wall. Thinking the puck is getting it off the skates, but maybe off the gray bar. With the right path, picking out the right leg. Shot to center, Jays dump it back in. Well, the next one's a big one. Down 2-0. The Century goes up 3-zip. Going to be awfully tough. Jays get the next one, make it 2-1. It'll be interesting. Shot right face-off, still going up 2-on-1. And it's on target off Swenson's stick. Bacalar fights it off and makes the save. Right there looking for a rebound with McAnally. But Bacalar says no way. Recover and not give you a rebound. Loses the puck. 7:59 to go in the second on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. 2-0. Patriots. Both goals by Macy Vick. All won by the Patriots. Shot from the point. Right in on Bacalar off the four stick. Defenseman from the point far side. Bacalar able to freeze the puck. Back on our teams to beat this year on the Patriots show with Northwest coaches. Preseason poll has the defending champ, Legacy Bismarck ranked number 1. Farther north, south number 2. Stewens. Grand Forks is ranked 3rd in the preseason poll, and Century 4th. Century leads this one 2-0. Spun out front, and unable to get off the shot was the Century player. She was tied up defensively by the Blue Jays. Good work on the doorstep by Jamestown Wilson, only an 8th grader. Allowing the Century player to get loose for a shot. Puck goal is still in the Blue Jay end. Now the Jays dump it all the way down. Icing way drop. It's a foot race. Hay gets to a first. defenseman able to intercept that shot and come up ice. Now he shoots it from center ice into the Blue Jay end. 7 minutes to go in the second. 2-0 Patriots. Brought in now by Bowser. Stella kept outside. Trying to swoop it. Stromstead wouldn't allow it. Puck on the back wall. Stromstead and Stella Bowser had it tied up. Puck in the corner. Now here's Big in the mix again. Big will ring it around. Trying to get it clear. Doesn't come out. Kept in far side point by Maddox. Izzy played a lot last year. Certainly a strength for this year. Puck still in the Patriots zone. Now to center ice. Here comes Ruby. Ruby now has it striped off his stick. Through traffic, cross the wide Becker. Shot. That went off bodies out front. The ref come on net. Got a piece of Stromstead. The defenseman. The puck to the corner board. Stromstead coming up the right wing board. Now loses for Bond. Bond to center. Rip wide pass. Across the rim to Ruby, who dumps it in. With 6:05 to go in period 2 of 2-0 Central lead on the Gun and Roll scoreboard. James dump it out to center. And Hanson brings it right back in, looking for Big, trying to get the hat trick. Bouncing puck near the doorstep. Stays able to play it back to the high slot area, but it stays in the zone. Sideways plays it down low. Finds Big, tied up, can't pull the trigger. Got it back, shoots, scores! Man, this Macy Big is incredible. That's the hat trick for Macy. 3 goals tonight for Century, all by Big. He's a monster. Time of the goal comes at the 11-minute, 18-second mark. Wow. He's only a stop. Stand out. Softball. 1-0 after 1, but the Patriots with 2 here in the second. Macy Big has the hat trick, scoring their first, second, and third goal of the season here tonight. And the Patriots bring it right back in, looking for more with 5.5 to go in the second period. Play to the back wall and looking out front. Now we'll cycle it back to the point. Stick-handing at the point. There's LeDuc shot down low in the body. Now trickles in on back to our stick save. Stays trying to clear. Can't get the front down. Comes as far as the point and kept onside by Larson. The most of this period has been around Baccarat. Similar to period 1. Now Jay's able to shoot at the center, but Hayes back on top of it. Dumps it right back in the Blue Jay end. Hayes shoot it out. Hayes is there to play it right back in. Shot out. Hayes got it again, and Hayes dumps it right back in. Puck on the back wall where Lundy has it. Lundy rings one around the board, but it comes off the center. Back in now by Gerhardt. Now Belzer has it. Belzer shoots in the front angle. Doesn't come on. Raybard hits traffic out front. The puck to the corner boards. Stromstead for the Patriots trying to get clear and shoot out. Pushes to center. Fitzgerald back on their own blue line. Goes with wide little pass. Near side. Stick handling on the near side for Jamestown, getting it as far as center ice. Sortman comes in by the Jays, but they're on their side of the red line, so it's an ice. 4-8 to go in the second. Icing will bring the face off all the way down next to Addie McElroy. And back on the ice, Macy Big. With 2 goals, and she will take the face off. It's the Blue Jays, Leah Hogan. Stick side of the goaltender for Jamestown, Addie McElroy. Face off won by Big. She positions herself right out front. Strong. She's got the puck as she's in the corner boards. Keeps it back to the point. Shot to the point. Hits traffic out front. Big battles to keep it in the zone. Comes back to the high slot. Shot from the high point. Ricochets in on McElroy. Makes the save and the Jays nothing. It's another nicely hooked. Greenmaw's going to play it. Once the goaltender touches the puck. He's going to go wide of the net. The Greenmaw decided to play it. Swept it over to a defenseman. 3:30 left in the period. 3-0 Central on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Big brings it in up the right wing board. Puts on the brakes. Big stick him. Goes Big drive with a pass. Walking in, shot by me, and that hit traffic. Did not get it on back around. Jays have control. Wilson is off the line. Wilson comes in 1-on-2. And now he hits off the puck. The puck Couple little boys on a play in the Blue Jay benches. Face off to be next to Raybar on his left side. 3:12 to go in period 2. 3-zip in favor of Macy Dick. Face off won by the Patriots. Their own end. Next Nally facing behind their own goal. 10-man pass to Swenson does not click. Stays in the central end. They cycle it down low, intercept. Right down the middle of the lake dump. Hay across the line. Hayes can't keep around the defender. Good job. And the puck now deflects to the corner board. Larson has it for the Patriots. Centers one out front. Intercepted by the Blue Jay team. And Jamestown ahead of Rice. Trying to get coast to coast. Here comes Fisher across the line. Now she's dropped off the puck and it's taken away by Larson. Larson trying to clear his zone and he does. Up to center ice. Larson is there. Comes across the line. Shoots. Saved back to out of the left faceoff circle with 2:28 to go in period 2. Zip. Century courtesy of Macy Big with a hat trick on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Face-off next to McNamara. Work for the Patriots. Franklin for Jamestown. Face-off won by Hagan. The corner. And out to the puck. Spins it around the board. James can't get it out. Good pinch at the point by Shively to keep it in the zone. She punches it to the back wall. He's lifted high in the air and it comes to center. Pickles in the century end and quickly shot back down in the Blue Jay end. Rice. Fitzgerald back in time to Jamestown. Caddy and Roller in each quarter as well. Right now, Pat checking to her goaltender. 2 minutes left in period 2. 3-0 Century on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. We get real hockey action tonight here at Wilson Arena. Shot from the point by Stromstead is on the money. Covered by McNamara. Each team is going to switch up personnel. And the Blue Jay girls will head to Mandan. Host Mandan rather Friday night here at Wilson Arena. Century will head to Fargo Davies on Friday. We'll continue playing on the road this week. The draw, shot taken by Riegel goes into traffic. And the Jays dump it out to center. Back in her own end, Hanson handles. Burns fires it up ice, got Vick, look out. Here's Vick across the line at the left wing board. Centers one out front, and that's knocked down by the Blue Jay D on a centering attempt that did not play. On the doorstep was Hanson. He's jumping all the way down. No icing. 1:23 left in period. Number 2, a 3-0 Central lead. Up on the back wall behind the netminder, Raybar. Pretty much has had the period off. Not down to round 3 during the second. Spot to center. Here's Matson across the line. And chopped off his stick nicely. Good work eventually by Becker. And Matson tried to score. Minute left in the period. Puck on the back wall behind McNamara. Right back to the point. Winding firing. Whistles it wide on the stick side. Hits the back wall. Deflects to Hay on the near side point. He's able to keep the puck in the Blue Jay end with 48 seconds to go. Now the Jays going to play. And it's dumped down. And Swenson has it behind their own goalie with 40 seconds left in period 2. Long stretch pass intercepted at center by the Blue Jays. And it's dumped in by Jamestown. Trying to get one late in the second. Down 3-0 now the Blue Jays on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Spun out front out of the corner, but nobody home for Jamestown. And dragged down by the Blue Jays. By the Patriots, way to center ice. Puck Connor skates in the neutral zone. Now Pickles in the Blue Jay end. Jays dump it all the way down. And it is icing on the Jays with 10 seconds. Left in period 2 face-off. Finger brought down the rink next to Addie Bacalaro. Blue Jay boys hockey team at Minot. On Thursday, Roy Minot boys was tremendous last year. Now it's Minot United. Minot North, the new high school, adding hockey and combining with Minot. The North and Minot High will combine, so Minot United. Eventually, I guess the plan is that they will split and each have their own team. Off the face-off, puck goes to the back wall behind Bacalaro, and that's where it's trapped and tied up as the buzzer sounds. After period number 2, it's Century with 2 more in the second. On Now for the Blue Jays, 2-0 on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. We'll come back with the intermission report brought to you by RM Stout and Civics.
Need some custom screen printed t-shirts, box of t-shirts, you need originals. Or do you just need one shirt with your logo printed in your back? Hats, jackets, new sizes and young sizes, Blue Jay apparel, Jimmy apparel, you need originals. And I have it folks for custom printed apparel and embroidery work. Close on your channels. They can also do online stores for your sports team or business. 216 First Avenue, downtown Jamestown. 958.
Members Activity Center in Jamestown is here. Do you like an activity? You would love fun, upbeat atmosphere, a clean workspace, and so the perfect opportunity awaits you at TRAP. Come on and play for a variety of fun classes from online and guest service amounts to come. Don't book with your existing schedule when you're already having a job, lunch, or activity. Check out TRAPJamestown.com to learn more about this unique plan and will help you today. Before you can start building a business, you have to have great builders. Deliver Construction is a builder of high-quality commercial buildings, and they're hiring talented labor and carpenters to help them do just that. Vacation, paid holidays, 401k, and health insurance benefits for full-time employees. Plus great pay depending on experience. Apply at 1008 2nd Avenue Southeast, Jamestown, or visit DeliverConstruction.com. Again, visit DeliverConstruction.com, and let's get building.
Back Wilson Arena, Mark McKenzie, 107.1 FM, AM 1400 KQDJ, BoosterCenter.com. Whether you're listening or watching on the YouTube stream tonight, it's delightful to have your company. After 2 periods of play on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard, 3-0 in favor of the Patriots. And our intermission report is brought to you by RM Stout for the right value since 1941. The RM Stout. Well, 1-0 after 1 period of play on a goal by Macy Bigler, first of the season. Eliana Matson with the assist to third. That was the 5-12 mark. 1-0 after 1. Period 2. Macy Biggs scores at the 8:16 mark, his second of the game, his second of the season. Morgan Rieger assists for third of the year, and Elise Hansen an assist for first of the year. At the 8:16 mark of period 2, it's now 2-0 in favor of the Patriots. And then Macy Biggs scores again. Gray bar 4 in the first, 3 in the second, and 7 saves in the game. Patriots have the upper hand 3-0 on the half-pick tonight by ACK. So let's take a look at some other scores going on tonight in high school hockey. We mentioned the in-between report of 1 and 2 between Patriots and Big Stillwell. So this is the BJ boys team to talk about this season. And Minot United alluded to as a co-op this year for boys hockey. Minot North and Minot High are combining for their hockey roster this year. Well, Minot United keep Bismarck's legacy in boys hockey action tonight on the score of 4-2. Also on the scoreboard, you see that Grand Forks Central and Devils Lake, right now it's a 2-1 game in favor of Central. So Devils Lake will beat the Blue Jays in boys hockey 5-4 Saturday night. Is hanging in there with Central, who's got a better chance to pick to win it again this year. It's a 2-1 game Central. That game being played at Devils Lake. Also tonight, West Fargo Cheyenne beats the Fargo Braves Eagles. Tech got it 1-1 in that game. Indiana Braves, Fargo Shandy Deacons 1-1 as well. And Grand Forks River is riding up West Fargo tonight. Score 6-0. Fargo North, Grafton, let's see what we got. We're going North Shore in that one. And Bismarck High leads the Bismarck Century Patriots 2-0 tonight so far in that one in boys hockey action. Very busy night tonight for boys and girls high school hockey around the state of North. Let's take a closer look at that preseason girls hockey bowl. Legacy Bismarck won it all last year and was picked as the team to beat again this year. Fargo North South is picked second. Grand Forks is right now ranked third in that preseason bowl. Central up on the Blue Jays here 3-0 after 2 periods of play is picked fourth. Fargo Davies is picked number 5 in the preseason bowl. Legacy won it all last year, so
customers to meet their needs today and achieve their dreams tomorrow. From personal banking services like checking accounts, mortgage and auto loans, to business banking services. At Unison Bank, we offer financial solutions with prompt responses and quality service. Visit unisonbank.com for more information. Located in Jamestown, Clinton, and Wishing, as well as Gilbert, Arizona. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Where do you find the friendliest staff, the largest selection, lowest prices, and the freshest produce? Hugo's in Jamestown. But if you can't wait to go to the store, Hugo's Family Marketplace offers online shopping. You can shop all the departments and all the sales at hugos.com. Once you're done shopping, choose pickup or Hugo's delivery service, and they'll do the in-store shopping for you. Hugo's Family Marketplace, online shopping at hugos.com.
You're gonna find low prices, low great stuff. When you go to Hugo's.
Wilson, when they get ready for period 3, you know, we talked about the girls' preseason poll. Going into the break, let's take a look at the boys in the West region. Minot United is picked as the team to beat. Bismarck Century is picked second. Century right now losing to Bismarck High 2-0. And Bismarck Legacy is picked number 3 in the poll. And then fourth, the Blue Jay boys are picked 5th. Mountain Rugby 6th. Bismarck High 7th. Dickinson 8th, Denison 9th, HCU 11th, number 10. That's in the boys' preseason WGA coaches poll. For Central, Grand Forks is picked as the team to beat in the East, and those are the coming state camps, and they're picked as the team to beat, period. The state of North Dakota boys hockey action. Red River is picked second. So again, as usual, expecting the top 2 teams in the state in North Dakota boys hockey action. Surprise, surprise. Red River and the Currents. Both teams back on the ice. We've only had one penalty call in the game. That was period number 1. Juliet Orr was off for a cross-check. They came up empty on that. So 3-0 Patriots on the Gun and Reel scoreboard. We thank R.M. Stara Innovation Report sponsor. The Ford, Dodge, Ram, Jeep, and Chrysler dealer in Jamestown. Still anybody's game. 3-0. Century of the league. Still obviously is humongous. 4-0. Probably puts it out a week. 3-1. Who knows? Start the period 5-on-5 hockey. Face-off coming up at center ice. And our opening face-off for period 3 is also brought to you by R.M. Stout. One of our awesome sponsors again with me for weekday hockey. Center ice. Yelzer against Vic. Vic has all 3 goals for Century. Yelzer wins the draw. Jamestown dumps the puck in and looking for an early offensive opportunity. Down 3-0. He's right now putting on a good forecheck. Vic on the ski out of some trouble. Now looks up ice. And the puck is shot to center. Spun back in by the Blue Jays. Period 3 underway with a 3-0 Patriots lead on the Gun and Reel scoreboard. He's pestering the defenseman, Rieger, who has a couple of assists here tonight. Still having trouble filling his zone. Now it's played to center ice. And gaining his zone, quick shot. Scores! Out of the left face-off circle. What a rocket up high. Out of the left face-off circle, the Patriots get a goal early in period number 3. And a blast out of the left face-off circle by Eliana Manson. Wow, what a shot. That was a bullet. So Manson, who assisted on the first goal of the game for Big, now gets his first goal of the season. Time of the goal comes 48 seconds in to period number 3, and it's 4-0 Patriots. Hay will get an assist on that, and for Aubrey Hay, that's his first assist of the season, or first point of the season, and the Patriots are cruising up 4-0. So Vic with the first 3, now Matson gets a goal early in period number 3. Big drive just beneath the dot on the left faceoff circle. Patriots look for more, shot sharp angle, put it on Bacalar, puck the touch to the corner, and now spun through the crease, comes out the backside. And pressuring now on the backside is Swinson. He whips one around the boards, ends up in the corner on the far side. Big forecheck here, period number 3 for the Patriots in progress. Sample back to the point near side, but it comes outside the zone. What Duke will dump it back in as the Patriots switch up all 5. Jays having trouble throwing their own end, and they're not being pressured right now. Some swings and misses on throwing attempts. Jays standing on it. Finally get it to center. And the Patriots take it away and dump it right back in. Played in by Ruby. And the Jays go to a back check. 2 minutes in the period. Number 3 down 4-0. Back near the blue line. Kept onside by Ugler. Shot out of the right faceoff circle. Well wide by Dirk. Up on the back wall, spun out front, intercepted by the Blue Jay D. And a long outlet pass comes to center ice for Wilson. Wilson tied up near the penalty box area. And has it knocked off his stick, but in the vicinity, in the neighborhood of Sticksville. Back to A-Fighters right now. Working the puck around, carried in by Fisher. Fisher drops it for the Taylor. And that pass did not flip the twirling the play. Hold him there to keep it on top. They step it down low, but it's intercepted. Getting a tap, the Ruby takes it away. Spins one up ice, and look out, here comes Big, already with 3 goals. Big in on an island, 1 on 5 right now as the other teammates are switching up. Big buying time, waiting for help. He's in the corner, now reverses it around to the near side as he has helpers on the ice. Earl at the point, played down low and knocked away by the Blue Jay D. Skips to the point far side to Hay. Hay to Big in the corner. Big skates the goal line. Big with 3 goals, back to Hay at the point. He shoots and is redirected in on Bacalar. Makes the save, rebound is juicy. But jumped all the way down by the Blue Jay D before the Patriots can pounce on it. For the Blue Jays, Fisher dumps it all the way down for an ice. 13:39 to go in the third on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. 4-0 now. So icing on Jamestown will have the face-off on the stick side of Bacalar. Face-off taken by the Blue Jays. Pelzer spins the ball, drives it back to the corner. Jays swinging around the boards, trying to get it clear. And ricochets off the side wall, comes out the center. And in the mix is LeDuc to dump it back in for Century. Jays quickly put it up ice. Puck played to center, trickles into the Century end. Pelzer battles for it. Able to dig it loose, scoots it deep to the corner, to left side of Graybar. And 2 Patriots are there. Make it, 2 Patriots, 2 Blue Jays. Trying to dig it off the corner boards, and it's pried loose by the Patriots. They spin one around, trying to clear their own end. Jamestown battles for the puck near the 50 bench area. It's still trapped up along the half wall. 13:30 left in the third. A 4-0 Patriots lead on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Now taken away by Swinson. Coming up the right wing boards, gains the zone, shoots on the right faceoff circle. Pushes it wide on the stick side. Rattles off the back wall, deflects all the way up the center ice. Larson has it for the Patriots. Now head to Swinson. Puck dumped in now by Dirk. Jays get to it first and dump it out. Comes all the way down and icing his ways off. It's a foot race there first for the Blue Jays. Alvarez skates to the left corner boards, knocked off her skates, down on her knees, fighting to keep the puck in the zone champion. Comes off the center. Spun back in by Lundy, and the Jays will dump the chase. 12:45 to go in the third. A 4-0 Patriots lead on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Puck in the corner, left to Graybar. Taken away by the Patriots. They get as far as center. Swinson on their skates. The Patriots in the neighborhood, and Dirk is there to dump it in. The Blue Jays are leading their own end and back check. Spun around the boards, far side for Manoff. Izzy coming up the ice. Cuts to the center of the rink. Now back up the right wing boards. Izzy across the red line. Gains the zone. Izzy shoots, and it's on net. Graybar makes the save and kicks it to the corner boards. at the left wing boards. Blowing past Blue Jays. Centers one down low, but it's just out of the reach. Matson goes to the back wall. Matson now throws it out front again, looking for Rieger. That deflects off Rieger's stick. Rieger gets it back, shoots, and got a piece of back to line. Comes out to center ice. Ricochets up to the neutral zone. And now play at center ice between the two teams. Whacking away at the puck. Nobody can gain control. Now it's hauled in by Rieger up the left wing boards. Crosses the line, shoots, and it's brought down by Bacalar. And a stoppage with 11:27 to go in the third. 4-0 Patriots on the Gunnersville scoreboard. And each team will switch up personnel while the face-off stick side of the netminder. Matty Bacalar has faced a lot of pucks here tonight. Face-off won by Century. Took shot up high into the chest. Save is made. Bacalar, rebound loose right at her skates. Drops to her knees and smothers it. And we have another stoppage. Duke got out of the shot on the rebound. Off the chest of Bacalar came out. High slot area. 15 feet away, but Duke beat off in the one. Off the draw. Another quick shot in on Bacalar. Makes the save. Another draw that's won by Century. Sprung right on net by Larson, a freshman. He won the draw and got off the shot. Here's Larson on the big shot again. And rings the face-off. Larson cycles it back to the point. Now it is cycled down low to the back wall. Looking out front of Swinton. She's tied up. Spins it around the boards and intercepted by the Blue Jays. Jays shoot it out to center ice. Gerhard in the mix for Jamestown. Battling for the puck and the pops up in the air near the penalty box area. Skates in play. Now the Jays will skate it in across the line with Lundy. Puck checked off his stick out to center ice. Jays have to touch up. Across the line comes Belzer. Belzer right face-off circle. Circles back out to the point. Behind the center one intercepted. Lifted high in the air out to center ice. Up the left wing boards comes Goodwin. Goodwin plays it to the back wall with 10.5 to go in the third. 4-0 lead for Century on the Gunnersville scoreboard. He's continuing the forecheck. He's coming all the way down. Robert Isaac. They're on Jamestown with 10:16 remaining in the third. And some hoops coming up for you on Thursday. David Brewer with the ball. College basketball. Jimmies in the Mountain City. Against the Minot State Beavers doubleheader. They're doing some basketball. David will start the big game at 5 p.m. And also Blue Jay basketball Friday at Grand Forks Central doubleheader. Coverage starting at 5:30. Off the ice and face-off is won by Big. Draws it back to the point. Shot right on the money. Save is made by Bacalar. And now the rebound trickles wide. But corralled by Big in the corner. Skates the goal line in behind the net. He's got 3 goals already in the game. To the corner, Matson. Matson being hounded, double teamed. And trying to cycle it back to the point to Scheidler. Pass to back, flip comes out to center ice. Rieger hits. Rieger went wide now to Big. Big right down the middle of the wing, crosses the blue line. And shoots one right into traffic. Turning the play at Ricochet to Rieger, who shot right in on the goaltender Bacalar, who covers. Check it out with Matson throwing the play. Matson with the goal in the period to make it 4-0. Looking for a second of the period. And Bacalar stands tall for the save, and we stay at 4-zip with 11:46 to go in the third. Face-off left side of Matty Bacalar. One by Century, shot into traffic, was not coming down to Matty. Ricochets to the point, now cycled down low. And a goal! And this one is scored by Larson, and it's a fluke goal. He skated to the corner and just rifled one out front. And it hit the back side of the goaltender Bacalar and went in. For Ashley Larson, Ashland gets the goal. And for Larson, that's her first of the season. Makes it 5-0. Assist on the play to Aubrey Hayes. So he is assisting on both goals period number 2, or period number 3, and it's now 5-0, time to go. Playing since the 7:24 mark of period number 3. Patriots with the ball at center, and a quick shot right on the money. McElroy with the save. Off the Swinson stage. Rebound deflected to the corner, now played back to the point near side. Nobody home. Or has to come outside the zone to flag it down at the red line. And now dumps it back to the Blue Jay end. 5-zip Century on the Gunner Rule scoreboard, 9 minutes to go. Skating the goal line, we are a collision. Swenson skates the goal line and collides with the goaltender, and the arm is up. We have somebody coming on. Collision with the goaltender. McElroy made the save. The Blue Jay player that's called fundamentally Casey Fisher. And the time of the penalty comes at the 8:05 mark. First power play chance for Central, up 5-0. Check that, it's Anna Lundy to the box, not Fisher. Checking is the call. That was all part of that collision with the goalie. McElroy. Cycled on the 5-on-4. High slot big. All played down low, cutting back door, and that pass did not click, but it was there. On the back door cut was Shively. Now back to the point. Resetting is Leduc. Spin foot down low. Save McElroy. Rebound. Poked in. Rebound goal for Matson. First second of the period. First second of the game. Eliana Matson gets her second of the season, her second of the game, second of the period. And it's now 6-0 with 8:20 to go. Time to go comes at the 8:40 mark. And it's a power play goal. 2 goals in the period for Century, and they have doubled the lead from 3-0 after 2 to 6-0 midway through period 3. Shot from under the left face-off circle. They look for more by Stromstead is save for McElroy. Duke with an assist, and also Vic. No big man continues. Vic gets an assist. First second of the season for LeBouk. That's her first point of the year for Lucy LeBouk. Sweep it out to center ice. On in the neutral zone, battle for it. It does trickle into Century end. The ice around the goaltender, Baybar, looks like the Zamboni was just out here on the Century end. And of course, it's all chewed up and carved up around McElroy. Only much of the period, much of the game has been around the Jamestown Southland goaltender. A whistle and another penalty, a tripping call is upcoming. Century. Looks like it's on Peyton Swinson. The time of the penalty comes at the 9:57 mark. James get their second power play chance. 5-on-4 attack to Jamestown, down 6-0 and we got into a scoreboard. Off the draw, Jamestown wins the face-off and sets up the 5-on-4 attack. Oh, Burke. I just got these numbers out. Burke on the penalty. I thought it was 5. It's on Burke. Stop it. With the puck in the glove now of the goaltender Baybar. And it will be a separation to score at 6-0. We will now have running clock. Clock in and stop. Unless the Blue Jays can get one in here. Face-off won by the Jays. Cycle down low. Backhander right in on Baybar. And she makes the save right on the doorstep of Jamestown. Quality scoring chance for Izzy Maddox. Power play in progress for Jamestown. Gelser on the draw for the Blue Jays. And wins the face-off, and Jamestown will look to get the 5-on-4 set up. Quick shot on Baybar right out front. And she makes the save right on this new doorstep now with Stella Belzer. All play time down to 45 seconds and counting. Running time with a 6-0 lead for Century. Face off left side of Gabar. Two great chances down there. Maddox, now Belzer, and Gabar, even though she hasn't seen many pucks and you think maybe she's a little sluggish, she's alert on both of those. Great saves. Now jumped all the way down by Century. 20 seconds left on the power play. 5:20 left in the third. 6-0 Patriots on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Jamestown players just level the Century players. And we so much for the power play. Stop it with 5:11 to go. Jamestown's going to lose the play. Checking on the Blue Jays. There's no checking in real time. So we had only run out one penalty in the game coming into the third, but here in the third, we've had our fair share. 11:50 mark. And the penalty on the Blue Jays is assessed to Bella Belzer for checking. 4-on-4 for 52 seconds. Now out of the box comes Burke, and it's a 5-on-4 power play for Century. With 4:50 left in the third. 6-0 Patriots, and they have their second power play, and they're 1-for-1. A power play goal scored by Matson earlier this period. Got in by the Patriots on the penalty kill for Jamestown. Left all the way down. Let's identify the killers out there right now for the Jays. Fisher is on the ice, trying to kill this thing off. Also, Sutcliffe. Haddock out there defensively for Jamestown and Lefty. These are the four penalty shots. Tucked in by Century. Jays quickly scooping down the ice. 4:10 left in the third. 1 minute left on the power play. The running time for the clock is continuous with the score separation at 6-0. Running with a scoreboard, all Patriots. Shot left face off, circle that one off. Lucas traffic out front. Deflects off Lundy. Jays can't get it out. Walking in, another shot taken that goes off traffic. Or with that shot, walked into the point. Hit somebody in the shins for the Blue Jays. Jays stand for the clear. Far side kept in by Hayes. Hayes sets up the 5-on-4. Left face-off circle walking in. Shot brought down by Bacalar as Vicky is walking into the point left side looking for her fourth of the game. 3:25 to go in the third. 6-0 Patriots. The penalty time is going to expire here. Clock continues to run with the face-off coming up on the right side. Bacalar out of the box. Here comes Belzer. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Ball won by the Patriots. Shot from out traffic up over the boards out of play. 3 minutes to go and counting. We group for a face-off. Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Patriots led 1-0 after 1. 3-0 after 2. They've snapped in 3 here in the first. Face-off won by Century. Up to the high slot. Puck now shot goes wide. Stick side of Bacalar. 2.5 to go. Jays able to kill off the penalty to Belzer. Now back to the high slot. Backhander redirected. And a save by Bacalar, diving across the crease and able to find the puck and smother it. But Duke was in the mix of Hansen. But denied by Bacalar. 2 minutes to go. 6-0 Central on the Gunner Wheel scoreboard. Face-off taken and won by Belzer. The Jays set up ice. There's Lundy up the right wing boards. Jays coming 2-on-2. Lundy able to beat the way around Stromstead. Trying to swoop off the hander. Puck on the back wall. Puck down the corner. Stick side of Graybar. Gobbled up by McNally. Here she comes across the line. She cuts to the front of the net. It's chopped off her stick. Taken away by the Jays. And they clear it out to center ice with 90 seconds remaining in this one. Rifle back hit by the Patriots. Jays shooters back out. Played right back in by Sideways. And Century's going to switch up on the dump and Lundy, first player there. He looks up ice for a long stretch pass. It's not there. Up and pass up the left wing boards. Nobody home for Jamestown. Patriots get to it up there, blue line. And now the puck is battled for in the neutral zone. And corralled by Uzinata. The long pass up ice, intercepted, brought in by Stromstead. Stromstead up the left wing boards. Big shot goes wide on the stick side. With a minute to go in the third. A 6-second Patriots lead. And an out front out of the corner boards. The flex high slot area. Dively looking for a shooting lane. It's not there. Block pulls the trigger anyway, and it goes off body. So flex to center ice. In the neutral zone. Off the line. For the Blue Jays and onside is Belzer. Now she has it swiped off his stick nicely by the center defenseman. And rings the boards. Good play by Scheibler. Puck now back on the back wall behind Baybar with 30 seconds to go. Baybar looking on the shutout. Puck comes out to center. Waiting for his teammates to take up and Lady McElroy. Now the Jays dump it in with 15 seconds left. Jays will dump and chase. Stromstead the first player there for the Patriots. Shoots it out to center ice, and it's brought in now by Big. Big walks in, Big shoots and scores. Fourth goal of the game for Macy Big. And the buzzer sounds to end the game, but the goal will count. And that goal comes with just 2 seconds remaining in the period. Macy Big streaking in from center ice. Got ahead of everybody on the walk-in. Breakaway. Time of the goal comes at the 16:58 mark. Final score. Century wins at 7-0. Beating the buzzer is Big for the fourth goal of the game for Mason here tonight. I believe they're going to say unassisted on that one for Big. So the final is 7-0. And we will come back with our first game report brought to you by R.M. Stout right after this brief timeout with Blue Jay Hockey Connection. 107.1 FM, AM 1400 KTBJ and NewsTipMotor.com.
Incorporated is proud to sponsor this broadcast of Blue Jays Athletics. We are cheering in the stands right along with you, and we've got that perfect vehicle to get you to every JHS event. Get behind the wheel of a new 2025 Ford F-150 around 1500 and experience peak performance and 4x4 reliability. Need extra rows of seating? Huge stock of new pre-owned options available now. Don't wait. Get the best trade-in price. Unbeatable interest and the best value since 1941 only at Jamestown, Jamestown. Go Blue Jays. Welcome back to Wilson Arena on the R.M. Stout
post-game report brought to you by RM Stout for the best value. 6-0. Make that 7-0. Patriots win this one 7-0 tonight. Girls hockey action. 4 goals in the third period. 1-0 after one. On a goal by Macy Big to start of her big night. Her first of the game, her first of the season. Then Big strikes early in period 2, second of the game, and she gets the hat trick. So at the 11-18 mark of period number 2, the second of the period, makes it 3-0. That's where we stood after 2 periods of play. Period 3, Patriots popping forward. Eliana Matson gets her first of the season, 48 seconds in to make it 4-0. Then Ashlyn Larson gets her first of the season at the 7:24 mark. That makes it 5-0. And Eliana Matson gets her second of the game. This one on the power play, 8:40 mark. That makes it 6-0. And then Macy Big scores her fourth of the game unassisted on a breakaway with just 2 seconds left of the game. And simply wins it 7-0. Shots, period by period. Makala, 8 saves in the first, 8 in the second, 7 in the third, 22 in the game. Harley Graymar gets the shutout, 4 saves in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third, 10 total for the game. Jamestown outshot 30-10. And the defeat tonight for this one simply 7-0. Jason falls to 0-1-1 on the season. And for the Patriots back-to-back wins now, they went at Mandan November 25th, 5-2 after losing non-conference opening game of the season to a Canadian team, Notre Dame, 3-0. But a win for the Patriots tonight, 7-0, so they improve to 2-1 on the season. Here's what's coming up next for the Blue Jays. They will host Mandan on Friday night here at Wilson Arena. Got to get on track. And also, for the Patriots, they will be on the road at Fargo Dayton coming up on Friday night. Now, the Blue Jay boys hockey team will be in action Thursday. They play at Minot United. Next coverage here on 107.1 FM is with David Burrow and Jimmy Basketball at Minot State up in Atlantic City. Northern Sun Basketball coming up for you on Thursday night. Double header starting at 5 p.m. with coverage. Blue Jay basketball fans will be covered on Friday. Season openers for the boys and girls. And Grand Point Central doubleheader. The coverage will start at 5:30 on Friday for that. Coming up this week on the broadcast schedule, just so you know, Saturday,